Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube, Twitch, and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. If you're interested in joining our community, be sure to reach out and let me know. We do have open slots available, like in this game, but don't reach out this week since I'll be on vacation. Remember, no session next week, everybody. I'm on vacay. And yeah, I think that's going to be all my shameless self-promoting this go around. Remember, guys, we are not doing a break this week. Since Holly has to skedaddle around 2:50, figured we skip break and then just cut it a little earlier. It maths out. It's fine. You gave us a heads up, which means I was able to plan around it. We do have. So anyways, chirp time. Through the dark and misted wood, we found a trail not understood. A trap set fine and gold too bright meant knives and pistols in the night. Old Frank, bless his squeaky wings, told of treasures and silver strings. Whisper Fang, a bow of fame, sleeping in the Briarthorn's claim. We marched till stars fell from the sky, and set our camp with weary eyes. But night don't favor resting heads. The woods were full of men near dead. Highwaymen and cruel of heart crept close to tear our dreams apart. Yet Neasy and keen of ear and foot did rouse us swift to break deceit. Or of ear and feet deceit, yeah. Steel clashed and powder rang the air, till one lone soul was captured there. Miss Sally Ho, with tongue unkind, told truths she'd wish were left behind. An architect, a plot begun, and portraits of us, everyone. She spoke of guns from laughing lands, of secrets tucked in silver hands, and south, she said, through fog and veil, we'd find the bow and walk the tale. At night's crossing, we made our way to trade and buy for blood and day. Old Willem spoke of haunted shores, of ghouls and shades in the river's floor. Yet hope remains across the deep for Jern Dross, who wakes, not sleeps. Her daughter gone, a sorrow spun, we swore to bring back what was done. I just need to figure out who this Frank fella should be represented by. I don't know whom it should be. Very confusing.
There's no need to bring Frank into this.
Yeah, he'd rather remain anonymous.
Oh, so you think Frank should be a sneaky individual in my stories? Yes.
It's entirely not what I said.
Forget that you ever...
He has no idea
him.
who Frank is. It's in the story. That's how bards work, you know?
He's heard us talking about Frank.
He's like, oh, that is a name.
Not really his name anyway. All right. So we're heading to Jern Dross's place to discuss missing daughter and getting them to ferry us across.
Absolutely. So, you all approach over towards this very humble-looking shack for a captain of any amount of note, especially for one at a ferry station that presumably in the past would have had a lot of respect. But as you approach over, you see the door open and this sun-weathered woman steps out. Her hat is not currently doned on her head, but instead she wears a bandana that ties her hair back in a massive clump, very thick, going all the way down. There's a few strips of braids to keep it tightly woven as it reaches around the small of her back, and as she steps out with a couple of prods and what looks to be a basket, she begins with very sunken, hollow eyes, walking towards the pier.
So it's like afternoon, I guess.
Middle to late afternoon, yeah.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ross. We were looking for you to
Captain.
Yes. Sorry. Captain. We wanted to discuss.
I ain't ferrying nobody.
Well, perhaps we could step inside and discuss the situation with your daughter. I think we might have some insights.
Ooh, persuasion.
Can I roll deception? I don't have insights.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
No, we do have insights. My persuasion's just terrible. Oh. 8.
I've never seen you or ever heard of you. You can follow me and speak, but I need to go start looking for her.
Please excuse my friend here. He's enthusiastic at times and not quite as circumspect as he should be at certain times. But regardless, we are following a man who, I don't know if I should say kidnapped or persuaded a young girl in a nearby town to leave with him, and it was headed this way. I believe it is possible he could be the same reason your daughter has disappeared. For the person that we're chasing disappeared under very similar circumstances to your daughter. No word, no reason, just gone in the middle of the night. No sign of struggle, no sign of a fight, just disappeared as if she walked off into the mists. And this man...
Persuasion again, yeah, but yeah.
The man we're chasing, I'm sure we're right on his heels. We know he crossed over quite recently. And if we can just get after him quickly, I'm sure we can catch up to him and find both of these girls still well and bring them home. Persuasion, you said?
Can I sleight of hand to give him guidance? I guess he doesn't need it.
Neeson's very reliable now anyway, so.
Not yet. Not till we level up.
Yeah, I'm just getting used to it.
You're so bitter about that.
Level 7's too early for that ability. I'll get adapted to it, but it is way too early for... I don't roll dice anymore. Ha 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 ha. So. Yeah. She looks over at you. This man you're speaking of, describe him.
When last we saw him, he was a gentleman older in years, roughened by long work in manual labor, mostly as logger. But we believe this man to be able to take many forms. And I'm not sure that that will be the only form he is in.
Older gentleman, nearing his 50s.
Yes.
Glasses, but a strong physique.
Yes, like a lumberjack.
Did the guy wear glasses?
I don't recall glasses, but
He did have
disguised.
glasses,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. The older man wore glasses.
Nesian's memory is much better than mine. He has a much higher intelligence than I do in real life.
Yeah. I mean, he's an old man. Old men wear glasses, you know?
That's
That's
true.
just, you know. She'll You saying he's the one who took my girl?
I believe he either took your daughter or perhaps persuaded her to go with him. I'm not sure yet exactly how he has accomplished what he is doing. But I do believe he is at fault for it.
We this might be a little indelicate, but we did find a few small clues with the other girl that was missing. Would it be possible if we, with your permission, of course, searched your daughter's room to see if we can have find any clues to help bring her back?
You speak like a proper man.
Yes. Sorry. Yes, I'm Lord Ebenezer Moonshadow from Palanthas.
She'll nod and come on in. And she'll go over to the hut. Remember, lords get treated with respect by people who don't break the law.
Suckers.
Yeah, right. She goes over towards her home and opens up the door and looks over at you, Fran, and what's your name?
My name is Fernando Waddletwat. Everybody just calls me Fran, though.
Are you their muscle or guide?
You know, I'm kind of just I hunt and track.
Oh, okay. She brings you all inside, where you see inside of this, I call it a hut, but it's more just like a smaller home than you would expect somebody as prestigious as a captain would own. This is someone who lives out on the sea, who can manage to handle an incredibly large vessel and crews of men for long periods at a time. She usually, you would expect, and do expect, especially in Palanthas, people like this to have near noble estates, if not noble estates, but hers is much more humbling. You enter inside and you see that there's a few patchworked couches and chairs in here. There's a dividing curtain hanging from the wall that seems to separate two different simple looking beds, one of which is pristinely made and well kept, and the other one appears to be completely thrown asunder, ripped and rippled through. Looking around, you see that there's a handful of clay sculptures in here. Ebenezer, you would take note of that more than anybody, I believe, as you look over at a couple of shelves, and there's clay sculptures of a woman. You're guessing because it's like a childlike made clay sculpture, holding the hand of what you think is a goblin girl.
Interesting. And I'll get a little bit closer to the clay figures and look at them. And Nisian, Fran, Advar, what do you think of this figurine here?
It's interesting. It does mirror similar type drawings that we found.
It's interesting, the goblin. Did your daughter ever speak of goblins or have a fascination with them?
She didn't really know much about her upbringing. Should probably just tell you. Sylvie. I adopted her when she was about 8 or 9 years old. Across the river, things on the other side can be a bit more hostile, and she and a couple of other individuals had found their way over to the town, and apparently they lived in a smaller community out inside of Nightland itself. It was overrun by ghouls and ghasts, and only a handful of them seemed to have survived, but the trauma destroyed their memories. Sylvie didn't really get picked up, where some of the other kids were brought into the community, but I don't know, I looked down at her buggy green eyes, and she needed a home. What were we about to ask, Fran?
I was gonna ask if I knew anything about this goblin community.
You can roll me a history check.
Oh, I was about to. Oh, I lost it. I had a question.
Did I open the wrong sheet?
Maybe.
Could be. I do that all the time
think I did.
as a player. Something
Oh,
like that.
I'm sorry. Could you describe who she arrived with? Were they all children the same age, or were there adults and children?
There was about 4 people that arrived with her. She arrived separately from them. The others were all children, roughly about her age. One of them was,
There we go.
his name was, Kingsley. He seemed to have more of a recollection of what was taking place, but he arrived and simply paid for his own passage across and then left. Strange fellow, but he wanted to leave Sylvie behind back then. He was the only one of a more matured age, maybe around 16, 17.
So he came
Human.
with the group. Oh, sorry.
Human, yes.
So he was kind of leading the group, and then he led the rest away while you adopted Sylvie?
Yeah.
Did
He
you see
wanted-
where he was going?
Well, that was some 14 years ago. I didn't really pay much mind to where he was going. I imagined he had to head somewhere, maybe Leggett, and maybe other places as well. But, yeah, I can't tell you more specifics. Fran, 13. Places like Nightland being as considered inhospitable, it would be very common for goblin communities to find their way there. You don't know about a specific goblin community, and by the sounds of it, that was just a singular goblin. Now, you know a singular goblin belonging to a community is kind of unheard of when it's not a goblin community. You're the only person you can think of out of all your years that you've ever come across a goblin who belonged to a more humanoid community. So that just like it stands out as strange to you. But they wanted to pay me to sail he and the others across. There was 2 of them, and leave Sylvie behind, but I couldn't bring myself to do that.
So you took Sylvie in these 14 years ago.
Yes. She was a very rambunctious child, but she didn't require much discipline. In all honesty, just a sharper tone would be enough to get her to stop doing what she was doing, and she was very easy to raise. Good with her fingers. She made many of the nets that we are still using out and about around here. Though she never really joined the community per se, none of them really disliked her. In fact, I'm happy most travelers were the ones that were less receptive of her. People not from around here usually didn't take well to a goblin being a part of a community.
Yes, it's... Sorry, go ahead.
Just glad that you all seem to come across as not really minding.
Of course, Fran here is one of my greatest confidants and friends. She also happens to be master of the hunt. I trust her dearly with my life. It's unfortunate that there are people out there that see goblins in a horrible light. It's a shame. They're all individual.
Very true. But yeah, she a couple of days ago just up and disappeared. Advar, you can roll me a survival check. That's what you're doing, looking for clues. She left her boots by the door. She didn't take much of her own belongings or anything like that. Makes me think that she was not going out of grace. I always knew a day would come where she would decide to go out and live on her own. She's more of a wayward spirit than she is a homebody like many. The only time she ever felt more at ease was when we go on trips out into the open plains. She'd be much happier lurking about and hunting.
This may seem like a strange question, but did she ever show what you would guess would be over interest in the moons?
Over interest? I mean, she would stare at them. Admiration. Many nights she would ask to keep the windows open so that she can see them. But that's... I'm not sure. Maybe that's what children just do.
Many children are fascinated by the sky. Some sometimes even stare into blank spots at the sky, where so impressed with just the darkness of the emptiness of part of the sky.
That wasn't her. She loved the moons. She loved hearing the stories of the tides pool and flow created by our two moons. How it represents the ever-change of our world and how the waters are even drawn to them. Moons are very important to a sailor. They're what guides us through the evenings and what guides us to our destination.
Yes. Sorry to take us on a slight tangent. Just curious, how long does it take someone to become proficient at navigating or captaining, steering, driving a ship?
It took me... Well, I was on the waters ever since I was a young lady. I was always just a part of the ships. To actually become a captain, I trained under a different captain. My grandfather, for better part of 5 years.
Yes, yes. Our friend here, Adwar, he has a certain fascination with wanting to learn the ship stuff.
Okay. Well, if you get my daughter and bring her back safely, I'll be more than happy to teach you.
Wonderful. To that point, we believe that they left on this morning's ferry, and we need to catch up with them. Is there any way you can get us across? We can try to make up some time.
Well, we could leave this evening. Though to gather up my crew would take us a couple of hours. By this hour, they would be drunk. But if we're happy to just man it across just the 5 of us, or 6, I suppose.
Would you have a way back from the other side if
Oh,
we left then?
absolutely. There's another crew over there. I just offer
Okay.
them more and have them join on my side.
Well, why don't you just ride with them back over?
Because I have a boat.
Well, so do I.
Well, we're taking my boat across.
Okay. Just trying to save you a hassle.
Is it possible to make the journey without your crew? If
Yes.
we're willing to assist?
Yes, it
knowing that
is.
none of us have much in way of our sea legs.
Really, all you need is some backbone, a strong stomach, and the ability to listen without question.
Ooh. I'll do my best.
To the starboard bow. Why? Gets smacked in the head.
Which side is that again? Your starboard or my starboard?
If you don't mind, then I think it would be best if we could make a quick glance through your daughter's room to see if there's any additional hints as to where they're going that we believe we know.
Sure.
And then we should probably cross over as soon as possible to not lose any ground to them.
Yes. By all means, go ahead. I'll start getting the ship together. Lord, not for nothing, but I believe you're the one who looks more strong than the others. May you come with me to help gather the necessary supplies.
Certainly, of course. Happy to join you.
And you, Bard Boy. My name's Chirp. It's a pleasure to... Yes, that's fine. Come on. So she'll leave the 3 criminals here. Wanted to give the criminals a reason to be. All right, did you say something? It was rifled through. The belongings were just like rifled through and thrown everywhere.
Okay, I thought it was like something got ripped or something. Never mind.
No.
Okay.
Just like she clearly was panicked and ripped the place apart.
Oh, okay.
Neesian, Fran, you guys can now roll your survival checks if you would like.
Can I just give Fran advantage? Can I just help Fran?
If you're proficient.
Oh, I'm not proficient. That's why I wanted to help her.
I can give you guidance. That's about it.
You guidance yourself.
All right,
No.
well then, Fran's on her own. I'm gonna search with Willie's help.
Easy enough.
Can Millie help me?
Yes.
In the I'm not there, but I'm sure Chirp would help you.
Chirp went with you guys.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
And
Yeah,
I don't
Chirp's
want
with-
Chirp's help. I don't trust
That's
him.
true. That's true.
So I can roll with advantage if Millie's helping me.
But Chirp will give you a thumbs up, Fran, and tell you got this to give you an inspiration.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, so you get
And
to
I'm
add a
rolling-
D8 if you want to.
I'm rolling survival.
Survival advantage with an extra D8.
Oh, here we
Oh,
go.
actually, I don't think I need all that, but
Doesn't hurt.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, I do.
Roll
Yeah,
that
yeah.
D8.
I don't need all that.
Ooh,
Cocky.
jeez, I had to say it. That's my
Oh,
fault.
Wow.
Why? Fuck, I did that to myself.
Yes, you
You,
did.
you
100%.
fury the small
bad.
yourself.
Ugh.
You asked for Millie's help, and she just picks up the entire bed, but everything falls over. And God damn it! She's trying to help.
Wow. I have a feeling today is gonna be a day where I fuck myself so hard all day. What do I do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
You rolled a 10, I rolled a 7, and Odie rolled a 12.
To
Yeah.
be
Great,
fair,
that's great.
10 is like middle. It's 50%. It's
Cool.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
At your guys' level, 10 is like the bare minimum of something. Filtering through here, she seemed to have 3 different pairs of boots. And she took none of them, which is what's strange about this. In the other place, Fran, when the woman left, she took what she needed to get across this area and to travel with relative ease. It's still very weird to you. Nesian, you found this very strange contraption that when you push the button, it has a figure of a person just like holding their fists up, but when you release the button, it collapses downwards like they fall over.
I'll pocket it.
Advar, however, you do find a note kind of quickly and hastily scratched into the backboard of the headrest of the bed. But you don't know any of these symbols. What the fuck?
I'm gonna do a screenshot because I just got a weird thing from Zoom, and so now I just need to figure out how to
Okay.
upload that picture.
So are they symbols or is it a language? Or I guess I can't tell.
You can't tell. See, that's not language in your book.
Okay.
Wait, what languages do you speak?
Druidic, Common, Dwarvish, Kende.
Yeah, you don't. This is not language. These are just symbols.
Okay. It's scratched into the wood?
It's like hastily scratched into the back of the wood, like
Is
the
it deep enough that I can
back
take a
of the
rubbing?
headboard. Yeah, definitely.
All right, I'll try to like copy
Alright.
it down.
Roll me a cartographer. No,
Calligraphers.
calligrapher's check
Yeah, I don't have
utilizing
one of those.
dexterity. Okay, roll me a
Just roll
dexterity.
dex.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys can understand me
Let's
okay,
see.
right?
Say what?
You can understand me okay?
Yeah.
Say what? Yeah, apparently I don't speak a language either. I'll send you a screenshot.
Yeah.
A lot of little rolls this morning.
12. Okay, I mean, you rub it out as best as you can. Phrasing.
What are you doing over there, Otmar?
I'm just rubbing on this. Check it out. There's
Why?
like words
Parchment, he's
scratched
just
in here.
running it across back and forth aggressively.
There's like some weird symbol scratched into the back of this headboard. I'm trying to like make it easier to show you.
I'm just gonna pull the bed out so we can see behind it.
All right,
Well, I couldn't
athletics
do
check.
that.
Oh,
My
this
strength
isn't
of
gonna
8.
go well.
Did not.
Well, yeah, my strength's not great, but
There is one strong party member.
oh
And the
yeah, that's a
whole group.
5.
And
That
you
is
left.
Millie.
I'm pulling on it like, oh yeah, I'm just trying to get my head back here.
Well, maybe if I get off the bed.
Millie's just sitting on it, staring at you guys. Yeah, I mean, you drag it out like a couple of inches, and you look back there. What languages do you speak, Nesian?
Thieves can't, Common, Dwarven, Elvish, and Gnomish.
Yeah, no, that's just like symbols. That's not a language.
Fran, do you recognize any of these symbols? Otherwise, I have another option, but I'd rather not expend it if you know it.
Oh.
I speak Common, Goblin, and Thieves can't.
It's Goblin!
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yay!
The guy said
Oh.
goblin before.
Wow.
I forgot he exclaimed in goblin.
I didn't see that. Am I little enough that I can sneak back there and read it? Or does Millie have to pull the bed out?
Millie has to pull the bed out. Have her roll athletics. If you are not proficient in
Okay.
athletics, then it's just strength.
I love how you guys are talking about language when this just happened to me. I posted it in chat.
I
Yay,
saw it.
Millie for the win!
Does it really
6.
recognize that you speak English?
It
Oh,
doesn't.
Millie not for the win.
Millie tries so hard, but she forgot she's still sitting on the bed. just scooching it back.
Millie.
She
I
does
saw
like the
15.
lean back thing where it slams.
I have calligraphers. Can I copy it
Yes,
now?
you can, utilizing dexterity. Holy shit.
13.
There we go! A positive number, guys.
Still wasn't very good, saying that I've
I
got
got-
+7 to it.
Well,
Yeah.
But I'm also trained.
Yeah.
Well, my survival was a +5, plus I had advantage, plus I had
Plus
a
a D8.
+D8.
Yeah, we've been rolling like crap.
Oh, I can't wait for the first combat, guys. You guys are gonna roll so many nat 20s. Like, just...
We're either gonna whitewash the entire fight or we're going to die horribly.
no, we rolled all the nat 20s last session.
So.
That's true.
We have fun.
All right, onward we go.
I dropped the picture. Basically, Zoom told me it sounds like I'm not speaking English and just choose a language.
So, when you etch it as best as you can and then show it to Fran, that is what it reads. Mama, I have to go. Sorry, I didn't know, but they said you die if I refused. Thank you for freedom. It was nice and I love you. Daughter, 3 stools. Now, Fran, you can roll me an insight check with advantage.
You got this.
$14's not bad. Many groups and cultures throughout history have enslaved goblins, and instead of giving them names, gave them appointments of their jobs. 3 stools would be an instance of that.
So would I know if that was because she was enslaved by like the dragons, like I was,
Well,
or
Any community, like
any
throughout
community?
history, sadly, goblins, other than in the Feywilds, because they're Fey now, have been enslaved. There's ancient human communities, elven communities, draconic communities most frequently, because goblins have like an innate fear of anything stronger than them.
Okay. That's not great.
So,
Cool. Okay, so I just relay that to everybody else. I'm trying to think of any other questions I can ask you. Can't think of anything. I think I'm done.
So what did the three stools designate?
uh,
That was her
Basically, her
job?
job was.
yeah, 3
Okay.
stools.
So, do I know what 3 stools meant?
I mean, you can get creative with your imagination, but her job
Oh,
would
okay.
be something along the lines of being a stool or fixing stools or cleaning stool. It depends what type
And-
of stool they're referring to.
That job couldn't tell me any specifics on where she was working for, right? You just said that, right?
I mean, not specifics. No, they don't give them anything like that. It's like you would call someone blacksmith, right? Because they are a blacksmith.
Yeah.
3 stools means her job was to interact with a stool. Now that can be stool like the toilets, like refuse, or stool like a footstool.
Great. Cool. All right.
So are we thinking, did she have a goblin friend? Like, is the daughter just going after her goblin friend who disappeared?
Well, read what I posted.
What goblin friend? She said that they said that she had to go or that the mom would die. I assuming the guy threatened her and said, "You come with me or I'll kill your mother." That's my interpretation of that.
Yeah, but the other ones weren't. The other ones didn't have notes left behind, not that we found. So maybe she wasn't a sleeper, but she found that the daughter was a sleeper, and because she realized it, she was told, "You either need to come with us, or we're going to kill your mom." Does that make sense?
What
But
daughter? Was
the daughter is different than the goblin, right?
No, they are the same person.
the
Her
same
daughter
person. Oh,
is
never
her
mind.
adopted daughter. She just doesn't
Oh, never mind.
specify my adopted daughter. She's like, that's my daughter.
Oh, okay. Sorry, never
I
mind.
just
My bad.
assume she had like a regular name.
Yeah. Well, yeah, of course, because you're raised by a human and you go, I don't know what my name is. You go, all right, we'll give you a name. Sylvie.
Yeah, hopefully
She-
not 3 stools.
Yeah.
She-
like,
She may not know she's a sleeper. Maybe only he knows. So maybe he's taking her as the sacrifice, or maybe he's just taking a person as a sacrifice. She may not necessarily even be attached to this, but
Yeah, this just seems like a level of consciousness that the others didn't have. Does that make
there's
sense?
only been one other person.
Oh. Well, I thought. Okay.
He convinced the daughter of the mayor to leave the last town.
Lyra.
And then he
yep.
picked up this girl. Those are the only 2 he's picked up that we're aware
Oh,
of.
I
Oh,
thought
there
there
was
was
the other
another-
wizard guy.
Yeah, the other wizard guy.
The other wizard guy was who woke him up in the first place. And then we killed the wizard guy.
No,
So-
he got taken away.
Oh, he got taken away. Whatever. We took him off the board. So, wizard guy wakes up Sleeper. Sleeper goes and picks up Mayor's daughter. Seems to be that he convinces her to leave with him because she took her stuff. Came here. Looks like he forced the goblin to go with him under threats against her mother, the captain.
and then what Fran discerned with the insight was that name is what they would discern like slaves, not people. And you were told her name is Sylvie by her mom.
Right. So maybe she was a slave in the group that this sleeper is a part of, and he just recognized her and picked her all up along the way. We know he needs a sacrifice, so maybe this is because it was supposed to be the wizard that was going to be the sacrifice.
And they were going to abandon her anyway.
So
And they came through when they were young. All right, well, let's Let's get this boat across the river and get on their heels.
Alrighty. So, you all head on out towards the docks, where you see Ebenezer is trying his best. Roll me an athletics check, Ebenezer.
Certainly. Okay, make sure it's not on. And athletics. 11.
That's not bad, yeah.
Average.
A common sailor does that. Like, yeah, you're... All right, that's the starboard bow over there. I need you to move those over there, and that's a mast, okay? We have 2 masts on this vessel.
Oh, understood. Yes.
Yes. And this is the helm. You don't touch it, unless I tell you to directly.
Understood. Yes.
And Chirp is writing everything down. You, Bud, make yourself useful. You're doing great.
That's like my characters that never like to do watch.
That's how bards are useful. He inspires. You're doing fantastic.
You got this.
Yeah, some bards inspire you by making you want to spitefully do better. But anyways, everybody else you gather up, and as you step up there, she looks at you, and now you guys have to have a fun moral dilemma as she asks, did you find any clues? Do you wish to tell her? All right, good talk, everyone.
I say yes. I don't see any point in hiding this from her.
Oh, I was muted.
Okay.
Well, we did find a note, and it did indicate that they were coerced into going with them.
Oh. Do you have the note?
Well, it was scratched into the back of her headboard. And I'll show her the rubbing. I took a rubbing of it.
That's weird.
Can-
Yeah?
Oh, I was gonna say if she doesn't read Goblin, can I read it to her?
Sure.
I mean, I don't want to actually like read it, but I mean, can I just say that I read
Yeah,
it to her?
you do, yeah.
Okay.
What? My daughter didn't speak Goblin. What are you talking about?
But she was a
Interesting.
goblin.
Yes, she didn't have any of her previous memories. All she spoke was, well, the common tongue.
And it's been 14 years, and language goes away if you don't use it for a while. We don't know if she was ever. That's very interesting. Perhaps it put there to throw us off the track. And why would she not have signed her name Sylvie?
I don't know.
Yes, something smells.
So he threatened me and then she left. Stupid girl.
I believe that he threatened her and wrote a semi-false message.
Yeah, that couldn't have been her. You're right, it was probably him.
We will. I was going to say we'll do our best, but we will bring her back.
I think regardless, the plan is still the same. We find your daughter, we find him, we bring her back.
Yes. But now I have more of a request that you see if you can't pike him on the skewer of a tree.
With pleasure.
Good. Well then, we're about ready to set sail. Shall we be off?
Certainly.
Ready?
So, you all begin sailing, heading out across this vast, beautiful river. Time for sailing music. Oh, listen to that. As you all begin moving across, she seems to be working very hastily, trying to keep everything working and functioning across this vessel. And within the first couple of hours, you see her already beginning to yawn, and she'll bark out, "Do any of you know how to brew coffee?"
I don't
do.
believe so.
I do. Good. Go below deck and make me a full pot of it downstairs. I haven't slept in 2 days. As you're already like an hour onto the river.
Perhaps Oddvar here can help you. I know you haven't slept, and Chirp is getting you coffee, but perhaps Oddvar can keep you company and learn a little too.
You're welcome to keep me company. Speaking helps a lot for not falling asleep. Yeah, I suppose I'll tell you all a tale, huh? It's an old trick of sailors is to share stories a wild.
That would be fantastic. We'd appreciate it very much.
Wait, so you're going to regale us with a story while I'm downstairs making coffee? Yes, go. Fine. Chirp heads below deck. So, this one is called... Oh, wait, that's not its name. The Drowned Veil. Some say the veil weren't always so black in these parts. As you were sailing, you notice the fog that is sitting in makes visibility very difficult, and it takes on this blackish hue as well. Used to run clear, like the rivers to the north, but when the old towers of Nightland fell and the dead began to walk, the river drank their sorrows deep and never let them go. On nights when the mist turns green, drowned ghosts are said to crawl up the sides of passing boats, desperate to pull the living into the currents. Possible enough that they wish to be alive and wish to trade the souls. There's a rock downriver, shaped like a weeping woman. Locals call it Widow's Cry. It's said if you pass it without paying respects, tossing a coin, or saying a prayer, you'll be cursed to lose what you love most before the moon's turn. And there's one more. Some whisper about a thing called the Hollow Current. Invisible, silent, a pool under the water that ain't natural. If your oars start to drag and your ship lists wrong, row like your bloody life depends on it. 'Cause it does. Swarms of quippers and giant crocodiles are always present and trying to eat what isn't theirs. Which of these tales would you like me to regale you with?
The spirits climbing on the boat.
That was going to be my choice as well.
Very well. Let me get that one up. You can load any day now. Just give it a minute, guys. Do. Sorry, guys. I have a lot of different little small stories and stuff.
No worries.
Next time, I'm not going to give you guys a choice because I wanted to do this one anyways.
All right. Yeah, that's fine.
I figured it'd just be a fun thing.
We'll discuss job positions while we wait for it to load.
Yes, what is everybody designating themselves on this ship? She is the captain.
Well, I'm the navigator.
Fair?
Brand's
course,
probably
it's
the
just-
lookout.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bran,
gonna
lookout, crow's nest.
Yep.
Suppose it doesn't hurt if I just bring you guys over to this map.
I guess that makes me cabin boy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, and Chert will be first mate, obviously. So, everyone, yes, your visibility for all of you is limited. That is because fog. Dark vision don't give no fuck about fog.
Nope.
All right.
Let me change Simon's.
Yeah, I was gonna say Simon. You don't get no fuck about fuck. There we go.
And for those of you without even dark vision, since you are sailing at nighttime, I am assuming you have a lantern or torch out, which gives you the equivalent of what everyone else has.
Yeah.
So. Yiren spits into the mist and leans back on an overturned barrel. Long before any of us scraped a living out in Night's Crossing, before the first trade boats braved these waters, the Vale was just another river. Clear. God damn it, let me change Millie's now.
Sorry.
You're good. Clear, slow, filled with salmon and traders drifting down the coast. But then the wars came. Not the little skirmishes folk bicker about now. I'm talking the real ones. The ones where the gods themselves bled into the land. The tower fell, the dead rose, and the river it drank all of it. Blood, sorrow, betrayal poured into the vale, till it weren't a river no more. Became a graveyard that just kept breathing. Folks say that when the mist hangs thick like it is tonight, you can still hear 'em. The soldiers who drowned, weighed down by their own armor. The peasants who thought they could swim for freedom. The mages who screamed spells with their last breath as they slipped under. They say they don't know they're dead. They just float there waiting. Some sailors claim to have seen them, faces just under the water, looking up from hollow eyes, hands reaching, not to hurt, no, to cling. Cling to anything warm and breathing. That's why we hang lanterns low on the deck, see? Draws the spirit's eyes. They follow the flame instead of your face. You keep a steady hand on the tiller, and you don't look straight down. You never look 'em in the eye. One glance, and they'll think you belong to it them. They'll drag you under so fast your lungs will explode before you can even scream. And that's how the veil keeps growing. New voices in the mist, new hands beneath the black. She lifts her lantern higher, watching the faint glow sputter in the thickening mist. A hard glint sparks in her sea-gray eyes. Crossing the veil ain't just about knowing the waters. It's about knowing when to shut your mouth, hold your breath, and hope you're too small a soul for the river to notice. I would like a charisma save from each of you.
Yes, I was going to say, and I'll still do the charisma save, as she's nearing the end of this tale, I'm starting to pull out a rope and I'm tying it around my waist. And then I'm going to, we'll see what happens after the charisma save. And then I'm going to tie it onto the ship.
Ooh, not bad.
Charisma. I'll use my
Jeez.
human thing. Oh. And let me turn off bless, or whatever. Oh, I did. Yeah. Try that again. 18.
All right, did anybody roll below a 12? Fran,
Damn.
you are...
And
And Simon... Fran and Simon are terrified of this story. I mean, why are you sailing across a fucking river with dead in it in a veil you can't see through? So 8 for Millie. Millie is also terrified.
oh, it's okay, buddy. And I will try to calm Millie as well.
But of course, those are just wives' tales. Things we
Yes.
pass around to keep people excited about our work.
Absolutely. Great story, by the way, as I'm tying it around my waist. And even though I did my save, I'm internally thinking precaution. And then I'm going to tie the other end of the rope onto the ship somewhere. And anytime I need to go beyond where the rope is tied, I'll go back, untie it, and kind of
Don't you tie that to my mast.
No, I can just tie it up. Just
Tie it to the side, not
Yep,
the mast.
Side, the side. Yes, there we go.
All right, when you go over to the side, roll me a perception check.
Minor illusion doesn't require verbal components, just somatic. And I have a really good sleight of hand. So I'm just going to try and make sounds right when Ebenezer crosses over to the side.
Love it.
All right, Ebenezer, walk to whichever side you're going to.
All right. I'm going to go... let's go... port. So...
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Left.
Yes.
All right, go there.
It's the same number of letters as left. That's the only way I can remember port and starboard.
What you
Oh,
are
that's-
currently moving is just the lantern, not yourself.
Oh, you are right. Thought I clicked on me.
Just some quiet moans coming from the water.
You start tying it off, Ebenezer. You know you can leave the lantern on top of you, and then you just like click below yourself, highlight you and it, and move both simultaneously.
Oh, that's what I thought I had done, but it ended up moving. Nope.
There you go.
All right.
And as you look over to the side, Ebenezer, unfortunately, by succeeding on a perception check, you fail. As you make eye contact with one of the drowned in this area. All right, guys, time for a little nautical battle, or naughty fights, as I like to call them.
Whoa.
All right.
I don't think you've put up the initiative tracker yet, have you?
No, I didn't. Well, my things are on there, so you guys just need to roll.
I didn't know if it would count without it up there or not.
I am frozen solid in fear.
Yeah. Before initiative, I looked in the bag of holding. Do I have a sextant?
5.
Those are pretty rare.
Less than a 5?
Yeah, 5 or lesser. Plus 69. 69 is always an automatic success, even though in reality.
So when I want to roll low, if it's hard to find?
Huh?
I'm just curious if really good is going to be high or low.
You always want to, when I tell you a number, that's the percentage chance. So you need to roll a 1 through a 5 to have a success on that one.
All right.
Yep. All right. Well, you guys rolled pretty well. Ebenezer,
I'm just stuttering.
Neezy, you see Ebenezer just looking terrified at whatever the fuck he's looking at.
Neezy is convinced it's his practical joke.
That's what I love
All
about
right,
it.
then what do you do?
Nothing. Neezy just starts chuckling because he's just convinced that Ebenezer got scared by his joke of the sound.
Oh, man.
So I'm gonna skip my first turn because I'm pretty sure I played the perfect prank.
Love it.
Alrighty. Then you all hear a as you see a drowned maiden start crawling at you like the Grudge as she sprints forward.
That
What
movie
the
freaked me out.
fuck?
And you see her hair goes lashing out at you with advantage because surprise. 14, Nesian?
Ebenezer.
No.
Misses. Oh.
Am I?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
No, that misses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised, even though I went, because I didn't go, because I'm not convinced to combat.
Yep. The
Oh,
hair
I didn't do that.
goes whipping out over towards you.
Yeah, your sounds like hold them closer to us. Love it.
And then she lunges towards you, Nesian, after the hair misses, to give you 2 sweeping strikes. 23 with the claw.
Yeah, that hits.
23 with the claw. 23 and 16.
Yeah, those both hit.
That'll be 7 slashing and 10 slashing. As she has crawled over towards you, and she seems to be like grabbing and grasping at you, trying to drown you, as you see her hair all around her starting to just like swing like a whip.
Uncanny dodge the first one.
Yep.
So 13 damage total.
Yep. Fran and Millie, or Advar, whom wishes to go first?
Ladies first.
All right, Fran and Millie.
Okay, all right. So I'm just gonna shoot her.
I think you have your head set up. There, I can hear you, but you sound far away. Move your
the-
microphone down. There you go.
My bad. Okay, shooting her with the arrow.
You shoot at the maiden?
Yeah.
Rude. That'll hit.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot her again.
Consistent.
Nice.
She doesn't have that D4, by the way. That was blessed from last time.
You're still hitting.
Yeah.
Actually, yes, because it's a 1 on each.
And
Nice.
I'm gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark,
Okay.
and Millie and I are gonna scoot back a little bit.
Oh, I hate to do this now, Fran, but
oh
since
no,
you
never
were
mind. I lied. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
because you were afraid and she was afraid, you're supposed to have disadvantage on your attack. So the first attack was a 17.
Yeah.
So you have to
They're
roll
both
another
17.
attack. Well, I'm counting both rolls as your first attack because you're supposed to have a disadvantage. You're afraid.
Okay.
All attacks while you are looking at something that makes you afraid have disadvantage, and you cannot willingly move closer to them.
Okay. So reroll.
The first
Two
one's
die.
done. Roll your next attack. Disadvantage. 15 will just barely hit.
It's not a 15, it's an 11.
An 11 will miss.
Bless is still on her character sheet.
Why is it still on?
I don't
You have to scroll down on your thing. There's farther down. There's a little bless thing with a little red button next to it.
Got it.
Un-
Okay, it's
Just
off.
unclick
It's
that.
off.
There you go.
Yeah. On
All
the
right.
combat tab.
So what would you like to do with your bonus action? Remember, you and Millie cannot move closer willingly.
Hunter's Mark. Hunter's Mark.
She is Hunter Lee Mark.
And then I'm done.
Alrighty. Advar, Simon cannot move closer willingly.
Yeah. I.
Believe in a thing called love.
Another heart.
Advar is loudly going to exclaim, "Oh, this is not happening right now," and he is going to cast Daylight.
Cool. It will pierce through the magical darkness, but not the fog.
Well, doesn't it harm these fucking creatures or make them uneasy or something?
Roll
I
the
don't
spell. Roll the spell. Let's see.
know. I just wasn't sure if these guys had vulnerability to light. Because it's like,
Let me read. No on her. No on him. Nope. You cast the spell, but unfortunately, you're not used to dealing with fog. It does not disperse the fog.
all right. Well, at least maybe these scare people will get their wits about them that they're just in light. It's just foggy light.
All right, now all done?
Oh, yeah, I'll bonus action teleport just to get my saves and my AC up, and Simon is going to move.
Are you able to do that in daylight?
Oh, that's true. I should have done that before I cast daylight. All right. Well, then
You're
I will
breaking
just-
your own synergy, man.
I forgot that I should have bonus action before I did my main action. It happens. So I'll just move. I will walk away then. I will go over here with Simon. All right, that's my turn.
Joey,
25
just
feet away.
out of curiosity, I don't know if it's different because it's from the story and not a person, but do the people that are scared get another save at the end of their turn?
For these things, you get another save when they hit you.
Oh, okay. I was just curious.
Yeah. Because you moved outside of the reach of her melee hair attack, she's going to melee hair attack you.
All right.
That'll be 5 points of slashing damage, and you are now grappled.
This bitch. Oh wait.
Or right there, I guess, yeah. Now the drowned blades are going to go.
Blades, plural.
Huh?
Plural?
Huh?
Yeah, plural. More than one. I only saw the one.
This one's going to come over to Fran and Millie. This one's going to come over to you, to Ebenezer. And this one's going to come over to you, Ebenezer.
Yes, of course.
Yes. So the first attack is at advantage for each of them against Ebenezer. As they pull up these rusty looking blades. Second one missed.
It's all right.
And those were just the first attacks from each of them. So 11 slashing from the crit.
All right.
And you have to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Let me do the damage. 11 and damage and then con save. 18.
Okay, you're good on that one. And now I'm going to roll twice, but this is just their second attack.
Yep.
20 to hit
20 hits.
for 4 slashing. Con save.
Bum, 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 bum. 13.
All right, you're good. Now, Fran. They do not have advantage on attacks against you since you already went. So this will be first attack, second attack. 23 to hit.
Yes.
8 slashing. Con save.
Okay.
You're good. As they have made their way onto the vessel. Fran, you got hit by one of them. You get to give me another charisma save.
Okay, I just took off my 8 real quick, sorry. Okay,
You're
so
good.
charisma save?
Yep.
Damn.
You are still frightened of these creatures. Millie was not hit yet, so she just keeps it. Ebenezer.
All right. I draw my greatsword, and bright light shines out 20 feet, dim light 20 feet after that. I know that doesn't do anything.
It makes you feel better.
Makes me feel better, yes. All right, let's see. Nesian, he's fine. Fran got hit though, right? I know there's 2 on me, but and the one with the red dot, what is that one?
That's the one that I can't delete because it is the token on the initiative tracker.
Oh, okay.
And if you're playing in a different game, that is the laser pointer of the one you want to kill first.
Just checking. So I will go for. Do I need to get to Fran? I don't think so. I'm going to go for this one here. With my greats. Oh, actually, take that back. I'm going to cast Bless.
Make sure you can see whomever. Oh, Bless is within range. No longer requires sight. Yep.
And I'm going to hit myself, Nesian, Fran, and Oddvar. So the core 4.
4.
And
You can flip that bless back on, Fran, that we just had you turn off last turn.
yeah, I was
Okay.
I was wondering if I should just say leave it on or
No.
not. But we don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, something could have
Yep.
changed. And do I? Oh, nope. Can't do that with my bonus action. All right, I think I'm gonna. I just don't know if I should go over to Fran or not. I think I'm gonna. Oh, I don't want to get knocked into the water. I'm gonna bonus. I will bonus action do my Misty non-spell slot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happens to the rope when I do it, but we'll find out. And
Huh.
I'm gonna go to.
So you are tied to the side, but you are misty stepping. Yeah, the rope falls off of you as you do that. It stays on
Okay.
the boat.
Okay. Yep.
Or else you'd be considered carrying the boat, which means you drag the entire boat 50 feet, and then you're just still in the same place with all of them on it.
Yep. I thought about that as I was tying myself. I'm like, if I have to Misty Step, what's going to happen? But anyway, that's fine.
Yeah. There's a rope over there. You can mark that if you want.
And, yeah, so, and then, Fran, you're going to get a D10 of temps. That is how I'll do it. You get 4 temporary hit points.
Thank you.
Now I'm done.
Alrighty. At the start of the initiative count, Yeren is going to call out, "Did I not tell you not to look over the side of the ship? Why would you look? I told you not to look." All right, Neezy and your go.
You told the story.
Oh, what to do. I would have been holding a coin with the light spell on it because I'm not going to carry around a lantern filled with oil on the top of a wooden ship. Not when I have access to magic.
Strange.
Is it an action if I just want to flick it like 20, 25 feet away so that she ends up in dim light, not in full light?
I will warn you, there's daylight out here right now.
Oh, shit. How?
And my sword.
Never mind. It won't make a difference anymore. I'll just drop it. I was trying to find a way to get advantage so I could use my...
Audemars, really?
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I thought it would hurt the ghosts.
If it would have hurt them, fantastic.
And in fairness, my sword is also giving off bright light in 20 feet.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, but I could get... Oh, no, even that would be in range of her. All right, well, never mind. My shadow dagger's pointless. All right. All right, I'm going to bonus action disengage. And I'm going to move down into range of this thing.
And you're leaving the lantern right there?
Yeah, I'm dropping the coin. And then I am going to stab him. Oh, God. Now with that attack. I'm guessing a 13 does not hit.
You have blessed. Oh, yeah,
I did. I rolled blessed. I just rolled a 2.
You're attacking a blade?
Yes.
As you look at the large coral-encrusted, grotesque blob, a 13 will hit.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. This is just a random encounter, guys.
I like random encounters.
Yeah, you could have avoided this by not looking over the side.
She told me the story.
And she told you not to look over the side.
All right, 17 damage.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm gonna do a cunning strike. So that's why I only rolled 2d6 for sneak instead of 3d6. And I'm going to attempt to trip him. Dex save DC 15.
DC 15 dex save?
Yeah.
Oh, they're so good at these.
Yeah, Joey. Yeah. And then I'll take my free attack. I
have a -1. I don't know what else I can do. Like, it just that'll hit.
I intentionally didn't target con because I assumed they had better con than dex.
A little bit.
Oh, ignore the. Wow, I rolled way too much extra damage. That's 4. That should be 1 damage. All of that was wrong. It's 1 damage. I get none of those bonuses to that.
Throw
attack.
an extra 22 on there.
You hit him with the.
I poked him. I should have been poking him with a one-handed dagger or with non-magical dagger, that does not have.
Oh,
sneak
it's
attack.
non-magical. Nah, he doesn't have stupid resistances or anything.
I can't do less than 1. I don't think anyway. Or does it round down to 0?
Everything is round down, so you can deal 0 damage on a
Oh,
1.
jeez.
And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to move back to there.
You did disengage, right?
Yeah, I disengaged when I left the Drowned Maiden.
All right. Speaking of the Drowned Maiden, she's
Yeah.
going to scream loudly.
Oh, God.
Screaming.
Screaming. Hair at you, Nesian.
Oh.
Okay.
She's got multiple hair attacks because I'm grappled by the hair.
She has up to 3. Thank you for
Oh, damn
asking.
it.
That'll be 28 slashing damage, and you are now
Cunning,
grappled.
Or whatever it is. Why can't I remember the name of that feat?
Uncanny dodge.
Uncanny Dodge.
Yep.
Not that it's going to make a
It's a lot.
giant difference. At least I didn't instantly kill me, because it would have. It would have dropped me to 0.
I'm curious about your fascination with either hair on hammers or getting caught by hair and getting hurt.
Ebenezer, you're next.
Oh, good.
Ebony. Should be Millie.
No,
No.
at being attacked.
No,
Oh,
the,
being attacked.
the
Oh, okay.
maiden is attacking only men. 11 slashing damage.
Miss.
What?
Miss. It blocks. It bounces off my.
No,
Oh,
23
11
was to hit. 11 was
Oh,
the
I didn't
damage.
see. I saw that. I just didn't see you roll the 23. I got confused. All right.
Uh-huh.
11 damage.
And she will use her free action to do Reef. Which one of you has the highest charisma?
It's either me or Ebenezer.
Oh, it's probably me.
I'm at 16.
You?
It's me.
She's going to reef you then, Ebenezer, dragging you 15 feet closer. And as you move closer, she's going to begin getting way too close to your lips. As she is going to use her kiss ability.
Ooh.
Charisma save, DC 15. On a failure, you suffer 1d6 from your strength.
All right. Here we go. Where's my save? 20.
As she kisses you, you see her hair gets yanked to the side, and she hisses in that direction.
Ugh, seaweed and tobacco.
Yes, pipes. And that is her turn. Yeah, 2 hair attacks, reef, kiss. Yep.
Sweet.
You kissed the drowned, and you did not like it. Millie and Fran. All of the men are stuck in her hair. Oh no.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna shoot her.
Shoot it.
Do the thing that I do. I'm still at disadvantage, right?
Yes, so long as you're still afraid. So 20 will hit, though.
Okay.
I will warn you, if you don't move, you're shooting through your ally, which does increase her AC.
Okay. Is it too late for me to move?
You can move still. It's fine. I'm just letting you know, like, that will increase her AC. And you're in melee. You can't willingly move closer, which that would be moving closer by moving through. And you're
Okay,
in
what do
melee
I-
with this guy.
I don't know where to go.
You could take a side step.
There.
Okay. There. Okay. Thank you.
That'll allow you not to shoot through Ebenezer.
Okay. Okay.
So
so
that would have
we'll-
hit for 6. You need to get your Hunter's Mark damage in there.
Okay. How much is that? What roll is that? Is that a
What?
D6 or
It's a
D6.
D8.
D8?
Isn't it 100?
Oh.
Isn't it a D8 for Hunter's Mark?
It is.
I thought it was.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
D6 is the Warlock one.
There should be another checkbox, Fran, down by where that blessed one was that just turns on your Hunter Mark damage.
Got it. Thank you.
Mhm.
I'm gonna double.
Found it.
Pretty.
And
Yeah, it's a D6 force for Hunter's Mark.
Oh, is it? Oh, I was wrong.
Oh,
Yeah.
well then re-roll it. She had nice hit points too.
Is Hex D8?
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, it's a warlock one, so it's probably better.
Probably. I thought one of them was D8, but I could be entirely wrong too.
My Sunday has a Hunter's Mark, so that's
Ah,
All right, well you hit and you dealt
Okay.
some damage. Second attack?
I did roll my second attack. Sorry.
You did roll your second attack?
Yeah, long
Oh.
bow attacked,
23 will hit for 10 more. Nice.
and then do I roll? I'm gonna roll my hunter's mark again because that 2 was for my hunter's mark
It-
before.
It added the hunter's mark in.
Oh,
See
it
the
added the
D6
hunter's
in
mark.
the. Yeah.
That's right. Sorry. And then I want to do one more thing. I want to do Hail of Thorns, but I want to do it right behind her, so that way I don't hit Ebenezer. Can I do that?
What action does Hail of Thorns require?
It's a bonus action. And it's not concentration.
They made Hail of Thorns a bonus action?
think
Am
you
I wrong?
Cast that onto
No.
an arrow, don't you?
it's when I was wrong.
It
I don't
should
think you
be-
can do it behind her. It is as you hit the creature, a spell creates a rain of thorns that sprouts from your ranged weapon or ammunition, the target, and each creature within 5 feet.
Yeah.
So it does have to
Oh.
target her.
And it is a bonus action immediately after hitting with a ranged weapon. So yes, you can do that.
But I'll hit Ebenezer though.
Yes.
No, never mind. I don't want to do it then. I guess I'm
Okay.
done.
You can have Millie do something. She automatically dodges if you don't.
Okay, then I guess I'll have Millie get in melee with.
Nope.
Well, no,
Millie
Millie's
is
already
afraid
in
she
melee.
can't move. Yeah.
Millie's in melee with this guy already, so Millie's just gonna attack this guy right here.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm like not doing good today.
You're good.
Doing as
Actually, I think you're doing fine.
good as everyone else. We're all rolling pretty shit.
All right, so that's 16. Nice. Oh no, it doesn't get the extra damage, so it's only 11. But still, nice.
Yeah.
That drown's looking hurt.
Okay, now I'm done.
If it makes you feel any better, I used a 3rd level spell to turn on the lights that didn't do anything except fuck over Nezian.
And yourself.
yeah, and I can't teleport either.
Oddbar. And
To
daylight's
that
not
vein,
concentration, is it?
Fireball. Right there.
That'll hit all 3 of them. Dex saves?
Yeah.
Ooh, the maiden is
15.
good at these. Of course. And top one, bottom one, left and then right. All right, roll that fireball. No, the damage.
The one with a +6 gets an 8, and the one with a -1 gets an 18.
Oh,
Yeah.
and that's actually 32 because one of those is a 1.
Oh, okay. So we'll do the one who takes half damage first for 16. 32. She's
Lot of
looking very hurt.
rolls.
32. That's a good fireball.
It is, but there's like 2, 3, 2.
6,
Oh.
6, 6, 5.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
offset, but I was like, geez, it's like it's hot or cold. Like,
Average fireball is like 24, buddy. You're doing good. Like you're
well, yeah. I got more hots than colds. I'm a specialist.
Yeah. All right. That was a good fireball. That also draw that circle again for me and leave it there for a second. I'll say the hair wrapped around Ebenezer takes the damage. And you incinerate that hair, and it burns off. Ebenezer, you are no longer grappled.
Hmm.
However, because of your angle, it didn't destroy the hair connected to you, Advar, or
Yeah.
Nesian.
Oh, that was a nice bonus.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
Now she just has a
bonus.
massive bald spot, by the way, on like the right side of her head.
nice.
That's why you didn't like the kiss.
Jeez, I don't have much for a bonus action. I will drink a potion. Where's the thing? I thought I did that. Okay. Oh, not bad. 7. Gets me back to full.
What are you doing?
Drank a potion with my bonus action.
Nice. All done?
Yep.
Drowned blades. This one here is going after you, Fran. It's 2 attacks, so left and then right. I assume a 12 misses you. 24 hits.
Miss and hit, yes.
All right, Fran, that is going to be a whopping 4 slashing damage, which is the temp HP. But you get to give another charisma save.
Okay.
You got this.
Charisma save. There we go. I need glasses.
17! You're no longer
Nice.
afraid. Your allies are in danger. And you actually like
Yay.
Ebenezer. And Oddvar,
Yay!
probably.
I do.
All right, that's
I'm
not
on the
exactly fair.
way.
I don't think you probably have a problem with Willie.
Oh yeah, Willie's great.
All right.
She
And
tolerates Nesian because she likes Willie.
that sounds right.
Checks out. Now they're going to go shamble, 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 shamble. Towards you, Oddvar. 4 attacks.
Wonderful.
1, 2, 3, 4. 17.
Shield. Or actually, I don't have to shield. My AC's 18.
Even without the darkness buff.
That's without the darkness, yeah.
All
The
right.
darkness bumps me to 20.
Ting, 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 ting. Oh, Fran, I apologize. You have to give me a con save as well. This is for their blue rot.
They can't get me. I'm just
You're
in
good.
this ball of hair, and they just cannot find me.
Ebenezer.
There we go. There we go. Now the mic. I say, how dare you? I'm a married man and I did not consent. And then I will swing the greatsword.
Is that the first time everyone's hearing that Ebenezer's currently married?
Yes.
And here we go for the attack. Should hit.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go ahead and pump a first level smite into it as well.
And also, she dead.
Woohoo!
Like, you get the extra
Mhm.
die. She's not dead
Yeah,
yet.
yeah.
We'll see,
So-
but,
There's that. And then where's
Smitten.
smite? Where's smite on my sheet?
Smoot.
Smite, where are you on my sheet? I know you're here. Oh, there it is. I was looking under. Trying to click that, and then we get the extra D8, which I will roll. 'Cause I don't know how to turn that on. Hopefully she did. That's 24 points of damage.
Nice. She is bloodied, but not dead. Let me look at one of her special abilities. Not yet.
And
Not yet.
I am done.
Nehesian.
All right. All right. Well, there's a guy next to me now. So I guess I'm going to stab him.
That'll hit.
That doesn't. Oh, I don't like the way it does that. I thought it would prompt me for the damage. It does not. Subtract 10 of that.
So only
19 damage.
19.
Yes.
All right, let me read their Undead Fortitude ability. 5 plus the damage taken. So 19, so DC 24, they have to roll a
Yes.
natural 20. He's dead.
All right. I'm grappled, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so I can't stab anybody else.
Well, you can
I
stab
guess
the
I'll
hair.
throw it-
You just saw it took damage.
Yeah, I'll take a slash at the hair then.
Go for it. 24 will hit the hair.
3 damage.
You just start slicing and sawing through. All right, that's 3 of its 15. Remember, Odie, when you're drawing fireball lines, draw directly to the right or directly to the bottom. If you do diagonal, it adds range. Yep. All done, Nesian?
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, now Dos Maiden is going to go. Yep, like that. She is going to use her Reef ability to drag you in, Advar. Right there.
Oh, through her own guy.
Mm-hmm. She's going to claw at you, Ebenezer.
Yeah.
14 to hit.
Missed.
Claw
bounces
at you
off my arm.
again. 16.
Bounces off my armor.
And she's going to kiss you now, Advar.
Ugh.
Charisma save, DC 15.
Oh, man. It's a creepy bitch.
It's right. It's like seaweed, a little bit of tobacco, and
Oh,
the sweet smell at the beach.
bounce from that 3 over to 17. I'm like,
No,
yes.
no, 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 no. You just start moving your head away. All right. Millie and Fran. Fran, remember, you are no longer afraid, so no longer have disadvantage, and you can willingly move closer. But Millie is still afraid.
Okay, so let me just switch that. Not advantage, regular, automatic. Okay, I'm still just gonna shoot this lady.
Yeah, save me. Save me.
Somebody save me.
Apparently
14
I'm
just barely misses.
Yeah. Gonna shoot her again.
15 just barely hits.
Damn.
You guys found the AC.
Yay!
Fran, how do you want to do this?
I just want to kind of like look and try to see if I can figure out like where her head is, and just be like, and just shoot.
So, have you ever seen Scary Movie 3? Or
Yes.
is it 3 or was that 1? It was 2, where he put the bag over the ghoulish woman's head and she just started like sticking her tongue through the bag. That's her trying to kiss Advar right now as you just pull back and shoot her. And as soon as the arrow slams through her head, Advar, you just feel her tongue like slick across your cheek as she falls to the ground dead. Dead.
Oh,
Bonus action, Fran?
I guess I'm just. Actually, how many guys are left on this thing?
2 more drowned.
I'll move. I'll move Hunter's Mark next to the one that's closest to the lady I just killed.
This one?
Yeah, that one.
All right.
My descriptives aren't great today.
You're solid. All done?
Yep, I'm done.
Oddball.
Zoom didn't tell you you couldn't speak English. Zoom told me I could not speak English.
What'd you say?
I haven't.
It's funny because I have people with stupidly thick accents in my other games and they don't ever get that.
I've never seen that until today, and I'm like, what the hell?
All right, Advar.
great.
She's dead. You are no longer grappled. The hair just falls into a clump
Yeah.
onto the ground.
Just looking at these fucking guys. I gotta check something real quick. Oh, I couldn't get them both either way. Um, I will step over here and try to get a clear shot at this guy, and I'm gonna shoot him with a firebolt.
That'll
Ah,
12 will hit.
Oh,
You said this
That's
one
right.
over here or this one over here?
this one.
All right, that hits. 10.
And Simon is going to circle back. Or I guess he's not scared anymore either, so.
Oh no, I mean the drowned blades. Actually, yeah, you're not afraid since the scariest one is dead.
So then he'll come back over by me.
All done?
Now that scary later gone, he will come back over by me. Yep, that's me.
All right. This one here is going to move up towards you, Nesian. This
Of
one
course it's
here.
Me.
All right,
Ebenezer's
let's
just
make
as close.
it fine. Let's make it fair. Even odd. Ebenezer, you're odd. All right,
Ah, it works for
Ebenezer.
me.
Yeah, Ebenezer looked like he hurt her. His hair burned off, and I don't know.
To be fair,
Alright.
it's okay that they attacked me, even though Nesian's the odd one.
I don't know. I'm. Yeah.
All right. All right, so 2 attacks against you, Ebenezer. Left, right.
Sweet. Yep.
23.
23 does just barely hit.
Ooh, that'll be 9 slashing. Con save.
Sweet. And for those of you watching, I was joking about that barely hitting. Okay, and con save.
It's good to clarify, actually.
Oh. 22.
You're good. All right, and now Fran, you're getting attacked twice. 23 hits
Sure does.
for 4 slashing. Con save.
Oh, and I forgot. I need to.
When the blade slices across your arm that you moved up to keep it deflected from your face, you feel this very, very vile, grotesque, like, slithering into the wound from something inside of the lake that it carried with
Oh. Come on, man.
it. Ebenezer?
I literally felt that. I literally felt that.
Good!
Oh, God.
That's what I was trying to achieve.
Oh,
All right. I'm gonna go
why?
for
Do you
the one.
feel the agency now?
Oh.
I'll go for the one next to me. And Sky Cleaver. Come on, crit would be fun. Ignore advantage if that's on. 28.
That'll hit.
How are you at plus 13?
Hmm.
Yeah, bullshittery. Yeah.
Yeah. Bless helps.
No, that's
And,
not helping a
The plus
13.
13 is without the bless.
So it's I'll tell you after the combat.
Okay.
All right. Anything else? Second attack.
I don't have second attack, but I will. How's everyone doing on? Oh, Nesian's way down there. If I move, it might move. I'm good. I'm done.
Nesian.
All right. I'm
I
gonna
couldn't
pull
misty
out my.
step behind him.
I'm gonna pull out my pistol. I'm gonna aim, which I'm gonna do my bonus action to aim, which gives me advantage,
Nice.
and then I'm gonna shoot it.
With strength.
Oh, with strength, so -4 from that, so 21.
That'll fucking hit.
Yeah. And then
Pistolero.
15. Well, it's strength, so no sneak attacks.
So
then.
no. Oh, I don't even get
Oh.
sneak attack. It's a ranged attack. It doesn't require dexterity.
A ranged light or finesse, right?
I thought it was just a ranged attack.
Then you'll get it. 15. It's almost down.
That's the only thing I can do because I can't use anything else.
You can move now. The hair's off of you.
Yeah, I don't want to move. I'm fine where I'm at.
All right. Millie. Oh, bonus action reload, I guess.
No, my bonus action was aim.
Oh, okay then. Millie.
I don't have any ability to hit. I have a +0 to hit with this thing.
We're right next to the only guy left, right?
Only 2. There's this one here, and then this one that you have Hunter's Mark on.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I didn't see him, so I'm gonna longbow the one with the hunter's mark.
Shoot him. You are shooting through Ebenezer.
Son of a bitch.
It's okay. 22 hits.
22 absolutely
Their
hits.
AC's been established to be pretty low.
It hits Ebenezer. No, it hits the drowned. Damage.
Okay, and then
Whew.
I'm going to
Con.
short sword the dude next to me. Where's my sword thingy?
Between your 2 attacks, you can use your bonus action to move Hunter's Mark to the new guy.
Yes. Bonus. You're right. Thank you very much. Bonus action, move hunter's mark to the new guy, and then short sword the new guy.
Stab.
Stabby, stabby.
22 hits. We love 22.
We do.
For 10, so needs a DC 15 con save. 22. It, as you slice through its belly and the top half of it rolls backwards, you see the gunk and goo of its body just like reaffixes and stands it back up.
Okay.
It uses undead fortitude. You guys have been overkilling the motherfuckers, so they don't have really a chance.
Alright, I'm done.
Alrighty, Advar.
Gross! I'm shooting with fire bolts.
That'll hit. So 16. 9. How do you want to do this?
Just like put a flaming arrow just like right in his face and have him fall off the side of the boat.
And as he falls over, the captain will look over at all of you. Well, that wasn't too bad of a job that you all just did. Don't burn up any more of the hair. That makes really good rope. And she goes over to the drowned maiden and starts, like, shaving the hair off.
Hey, yeah, whatever.
Easy, you tried cutting that. That would be good rope.
It's just too creepy to use.
Well,
Now it's a trophy.
She's a weaver. She's fine.
It is good that you prepared us for that. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I was tying the rope and I saw its face was within
When
inches
the
of mine.
captain tells you to do something, you do it. And I suppose I need to specify that when they tell you not to do something, you...
Don't do it, but I
Don't
was a
do
little
it.
confused because I was told to tie the rope.
Wait.
at the edge.
You wanted to tie a rope. I didn't tell you. But you don't need to think any further. The captain's responsibility is to think for you.
Understood. Yes, that makes sense.
Fran,
Toad?
you see that wound has like these blue boils and blisters just around it, and it kind of itches a little bit.
Do I have like any herbs or anything that can do something about that?
You would need an item that like does something with that, or a healer's kit proficiency.
I don't know if. Oh, hey, yeah. Hey, Ebenezer, can you do something about this? It's festering. There's
Oh,
something in there.
let me
I
look.
need you. Cut it off. Close it with fire.
I think we can do it without cutting it off. Let me look, and I'll.
Medicine
Get a
check.
tourniquet so it doesn't crawl up in there.
Oh my god, it's
okay.
in your leg. Take his
Here we
leg.
go.
No, don't take my leg. It's headed towards your penis. Take the damn leg. Anyone?
I'm gonna
Movie?
roll.
Evolution.
Yeah.
Yes, you got an inspiration. One of my favorites.
Oh, that was worth an evolution. Shit, I knew.
Yeah.
Here we
Take
go.
the damn leg.
I'm about to.
Roll a medicine check.
I'm about to roll a medicine check
Yes.
to help Fran.
He is about to roll a die. All right. Are you asking for something, Ebenezer?
Yes. Could I get some assistance
You got
here?
this.
Thank you. I was trying to get guidance, but here we go.
Yeah, Oddvar's not. Yeah.
All right, 16. That's not. Oh, nope. 13 plus the die. You're right.
Yep.
13.
D8.
Just roll 1d8.
Ooh.
Nice.
Let's go. That'll be a 21. Ebenezer, before the 21, you did see something in there, which immediately instinct tells you, yeah, take the fucking arm. But you see the way it is like wiggling up there. You pull out a very, very sharp looking dagger that's incredibly thin. To everyone else, that's what they view it as. And Fran, you see him. Trigger warning for anybody that doesn't like gross shit. Stia.
Okay, hold on. Oh,
Okay.
okay, never mind. We're
Oh.
good. It's fine. It's fine. Never mind.
He gets it out of there. It appears to be some type of leech-like thing. Ebenezer, this wound appears to be blue rot. It is a disease that only targets humanoids. And while affected with blue rot, a victim grows grotesque blue boils on their face and their back. The disease is only ever carried by undeads, and victims most often acquire it through wounds caused by infected creatures. Now, in the short term, Fran is going to be suffering. Well, first off, the boils make it very difficult for people to like you. Usually hurts your, well, appearance, because it does appear incredibly grotesque. And in addition to that, they weaken your body significantly, making you very susceptible to other diseases and things such as that. In the short term, that will be occurring to Fran. However, because you're aware of this happening now, if you get her onto a bed rest, tend to her while she is resting, you should be able to help her combat it naturally without any other type of spellcraft that would remove a disease.
I'm glad you pointed this out to me, Fran. It appears to be what's known as blue rot, but let's get you laying down. I can fix this. It'll be okay. You just need some rest. And
Rest.
I will take Fran and help her out. You get a D6 with 6 hit points back with the healing kit that I used.
Thank you.
That adds your proficiency bonus to it, doesn't it?
Oh, I don't remember. It's been a while.
You have the
since
feat,
I-
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's their hit
it
die
is. You're right.
plus your proficiency bonus.
Great. So 9? Are we at a +3 now?
You're at a +3.
Yeah.
So you heal
So
9,
9.
not 6.
Thanks, Joey.
Yeah.
I forgot it because it's been a while. Oh yeah, that makes sense because when they run out of hit die, then I can.
She got the blue rot.
Yes, I'm also a healer, a doctor of sorts. I will take care of her.
Anchors up, everyone. We're not going to be moving while she has that. Need to make sure she's okay. You said you can tend to her?
Yes, I can tend to her.
All right. Nesian, anchor.
The anchor's already up.
Down.
Down.
We're gonna.
That's not what she said. She said anchor up.
Anchor down.
All right, just following orders.
Roll me a sleight of hand check. Let's see if you could figure out how to fucking lower this thing. Okay, good. Some small part of me wanted you to roll like really low, so you just cut it and it falls. But no, you figure out how the knot system works, and despite it being so thick and hefty, you lift it and it starts slowly going downwards until you feel the entire ship like settle as it is perched. Now, everyone else, do not look over the ship. Tend to her as best as you can. So, the first thing that is going to happen, and unfortunately, you do need to take a long rest to handle this situation, Ebenezer. You know, without your guidance, her body could naturally fight it, but the disease itself makes your body less likely to fight it. With your assistance, she is far more likely to succeed. So
I have a question.
sure.
Is lesser restoration? Would that do anything for
Does
this?
that say anything about diseases?
No, it says blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned, but it doesn't say diseases. I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I even checked greater restoration, and greater restoration doesn't mention diseases either.
They removed that from a lot of the spells for a reason, so that disease can actually be a thing again.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. So, the symptoms manifest within 4 hours, which means you get halfway through your rest, Fran. This is lowering the DC. That's good. However, these are going to be... Your charisma score suffers a -3, and your constitution score suffers a -3. Make sure you
So,
take
like-
note of your originals. So on your sheet, this is we get to deal with disease for the first time, guys. Yay!
Woohoo!
Is that a condition that the sheet will handle? Like you can put in the minuses or something, and then she won't have to keep track.
It can't keep track of it. Alternatively, you have to keep track of it yourself. But I am doing that. So negative. So 0.
Oh, they don't have a diseased condition either.
You have the original, right, Fran?
I just wrote it down.
Good.
And Tim, while they're working on that, Pact of the Blade. So I use my my Riz,
Mm-hmm.
and then my channel divinity is with Devotion Paladin. I can when I use that, I can add my charisma onto my hit as well.
You already add your charisma to your hit.
That's regular hits,
Oh.
and then when I use my channel divinity for 10 minutes, I can add my charisma bonus as well to my hits. It's called a Devotion Paladin, and it's called Sacred Weapon. When you take the attack action, you can expend 1 use of your channel divinity to imbue your melee weapon that you're holding for 10 minutes. Until you use this feature again, you add your charisma modifier to attack rolls you make with that weapon.
Wow.
Minimum bonus of 1. And then I throw Bless on top of that right now.
2 is 12.
Probably only missing on a 1, and on a 1 I'll do a
46.
graze damage. I'm
Yes.
making it so that I piss monsters off so I can tank.
I'm gonna say because that's like the equivalent of a level 17 character with a +2 weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty. Yeah. But you know what sucks about builds like this is when you become a level 17 character, you're nowhere near as powerful as they are now because you multi-class.
Yep.
I like that balancing factor in the new book. Like, you can multi-class to do funny bullshit early game, but your late game will be nowhere near as powerful as people that are singular classed.
Yeah. And my main focus on this character was doing damage to piss off whatever creature so that it attacks me rather than you guys. So that's also the risk I take, is because my AC is not like ungodly.
Yeah, because the sheets want to be stupid. Your HP becomes 46, Fran. And we will remove 2 from any checks or saving throws you make. Now, Ebenezer, you stay by her side through the night as she is trying to sleep, coughing, and you see the boils and blisters starting to grow more and more prevalent on her face, getting ointment treatments and tending to her. Keep in mind, Ebenezer, you are not sleeping tonight.
Yes, I am.
Everyone else, you are sleeping, if you wish to. However, during your rest, at the end of it, you need to give me a Constitution saving throw, Fran. DC is 12. You have advantage, but remember you will get a -2 from this.
And make sure Bless is turned off.
Thank you.
I mean, I'd like to cheat and keep it on, but, you know.
This isn't something that I can guidance, is it?
No, it's a saving throw.
No.
My Constitution still says +3 though.
Yes, we will
Supposed-
manually. We will know
Oh,
that we
I'm
take
sorry.
-2 off. Yes,
I'm sorry.
you're good.
And you have...
Wow, that's great.
I don't think you ever used. Did she ever use yesterday's inspiration from Ebenezer?
Nope.
So you can do a reroll.
Yeah, she didn't want to when she was falling out of the tree.
That's right. So you can try again.
You can do
It's
it.
better.
So that'll be a 14 since a reroll is only 1 die. -2 is 12. That is the DC. You can restore your maximum hit points, but your current hit points will remain at 46. You wake up feeling much more refreshed, feeling very tired and fatigued, but your body does feel like it is on the mend by comparison. Ebenezer, you stay up for another couple of hours, checking on her, making sure she's okay. She's going to be fine. The blue rot her body is naturally fighting it, and it looks like she's going to make a full recovery. So, you get your charisma back, you get your constitution back, but you guys do lose 8 hours.
Yes.
Thank you, Ebenezer.
Yes, of course, friend. Don't strain yourself too much, and here, have some more water. It's good to see you back at almost 100%. It's good to see you back.
I owe you a great debt, though. If you ever need anything, just let me know.
Your friendship is payment enough.
We have a long rest then, Jay.
Yes, except Ebenezer.
Yep. And I'm gonna put on whatever it's called.
And Fran, after your long rest, your hit points become 46, but you at least did get a long rest. So you can restore your spell slots, abilities, everything else, but your hit points will stay at 46. Out of your maximum.
I don't know how to change that down to 46.
So
I
Took
just-
damage.
hit the long rest button and then just adjust your current HP to 46. Your maximum is still the maximum.
Oh, okay. I understand.
Why?
It was fitful, sickly sleep. You
Got
are
it.
rested, but not 100%.
Yeah.
So above the
How long
table,
am I
oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. How long am I gonna have this for?
Oh, he just recovered it for you. If you get another long rest in, you'll be fully recovered. You're fine.
Or you could drink a potion right now, or whatever. I mean,
Yeah, take a heal, whatever you want. But
Oh.
yeah, if you would have
okay.
failed the saving throw, you would have lost 4d6 more hit points from the 46. You would have lost another charisma, another con save.
Yeah.
It gets worse and worse. If you don't have a
Oh,
doctor
okay.
with you, it gets a lot worse.
Okay. All right, I get it now. Thank you.
Where is I'm not finding exhaustion under conditions. Isn't it supposed to be there?
Supposed
Or
to be.
where is it at?
It's open up conditions.
It's at the very
exhaustion at
bottom,
the
and
very
then
bottom.
there's a sliding scale of how many points of exhaustion you have at the very bottom of the conditions, like options.
Oh, I didn't see the little. I was looking at the other ones that were above it. It's in a different format. Got it.
Yeah, it is. It
Yeah.
isn't
Last
totally
time
obvious.
it didn't fool me last time, but this time it certainly got me.
Above the
So-
table, do I want to switch out the spell Daylight, considering how badly it fucked us in that fight? It doesn't seem like the undead are worried about the Daylight. I thought they might.
Well, we were
Not
also
like
in a
it.
very contained space, so it kind of depends upon where we're at.
Yeah, with
But
fog.
it had like no effect on them. I thought that they would just like not like it, like almost like they were afraid of it, like they wouldn't move
Well-
towards it or anything. I don't. They just didn't do it. They really didn't care, and it only affected you not being able to get advantage in Shadow Blade, and then I couldn't also teleport with my Shadow Cloak.
Yeah, go ahead and swap it out because I'll always have it.
I mean,
I would
it's a
just swap
third
it.
level spell. Like I was. Do we think that it's worth keeping, or should I just like put in like chain light or call lightning or something?
I would swap it.
Yeah, do I have to swap out spells right this second, or can I have them just swapped out by next game? Because I don't really know what I want to.
You
do
can have
yet.
it swapped out by next game. That was
Yeah,
the
that's
only
okay.
encounter we have for today.
Okay, thank you.
We have more to do, but that's the only
Yeah.
encounter. You still have another 5 minutes
What time is
or
it?
30 minutes. It's
25 minutes.
25 minutes.
All
Okay.
right.
24 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll think it over and make my adjustments.
Alrighty. So, after you make it back upstairs, Chirp will look over at you, Fran. Oh, are you doing all right?
I'm a little worse for wear, but I think that I'll be okay with Ebenezer's help.
If I was 2 feet shorter, I would consider you the most bright and beautiful woman on this vessel. You will heal
Thank
for 14. As he does a healing word.
Thank you.
That's y'all kept Chirp. He's chirping.
Just gonna stab him in the night.
Fine, then you're rolling for recaps. Oh.
No,
No,
I'm
no
not.
rolling.
I'm
No,
just gonna
he's
put it in.
doing
Oh,
Yeah.
doing recaps if you
Oh.
kill him.
Yeah.
I'll institute that for the first time ever. I'll actually use that.
Whoever participates in killing or removing our bard then does recap.
I already do the written recap. I could opt out of doing the other recap.
Not if you kill our bard. All right. Yes, and I just stay by Fran's side.
Now
Probably just keeping her company, and helping her rest.
So, we are getting back to the sailing then. Are you right enough to do some remedial tasks on the ship? Or do we need to spend a whole day not doing anything? We can if you need it, but I'd rather...
Yes, I think we can push on.
So, Ebenezer, with your exhaustion, you are treated as the muscle of this endeavor. You are rolling the athletics.
Okay.
In addition to that, Fran, you and Nesian are being you are being the bird's eye view of all of this. Crow's nest, so you do get to rest the most. Perception. Nesian, you're the one handling all the rope shit, sleight of hand. And Advar, you are the one helping with navigating. So cartographers.
Okay.
Can Millie help in Ebenezer?
Absolutely.
Okay.
If possible, I do have the wild shape of an ape, which has a strength of 16. So if we need some more muscle on the ropes or something, I can help out there. But I can roll cartographers.
I mean,
That's only for an hour, so I don't. because the wild shape lasts an hour. I don't know what we're deficient in, so I mean, we're going across the river. I don't know how much navigating we need.
So between Ebenezer and Millie, it is going to be a difficult task doing the more heavy lifting, but it will get accomplished. You need to navigate, because navigating is very important to make sure you reach your destination in a timely manner.
Fair enough.
So, Lysian, did you 18? Cool.
Yes.
Cartographers. Oh. Are you proficient in survival, Advar?
Not survival, no.
Okay, so 10.
I figured guidance would go on that. It didn't automatically roll.
Oh, it didn't. Roll your guidance, yeah. $13. You're all not exactly making good time, but you're making time. Oh, and we get to do this now. Bam! But eventually, you all cross over the waters and crest directly into Nightland. As soon as you break out from the fog, you begin seeing so much better, everyone. It takes a long while, but inevitably, it does, in fact, look like an actual body of water you are sailing through, not just a grotesque blob of something dark. Fran. Perception, please.
Oh, I rolled an advantage, sorry.
17. Off in the distance, you do see a rock that's roughly shaped like a praying woman, which reminds you of the one story she was about to tell. But you also see what appears to be a light that shines in front of you and moves across the horizon before dissipating. A couple of minutes go by and the light does a similar thing. As you have found your direction, you were off course by quite a little bit, but at least you were heading in the similar cardinal direction that you needed to go. You help everybody to readjust and tell them the exact direction the light seems when it's pointing directly at you. And you all continue sailing. Inevitably, you all begin to see these docks appear. By comparison of the previous place, much more heavily populated. Here, you take note that there are a dozen or 2 dozen townsfolk currently working the docks. You also take note of 2 ships that are currently parked. No crews on them. People have already abandoned. However, now that it is daytime, you also see the amount of people that are working out there. Common folk that are just enjoying their times and enjoying their days. All of them a bit more rough and grumble, but to you, Fran, that's just what people are when you don't have the niceties of major cities. You're rough. You're tumble. You learn to survive. And as you're approaching, you see a very large side of one of the bricked buildings that reads Duskwater Hollow. And as you dock, to you, Fran, this place looks put together, functioning. So many people are working here. It looks exceptionally spectacular. But to everyone else, it appears half rotted down, sluggish, black backwater type of town, if you could even consider it that. Rotting pilings and slumped warehouses line the muddy river banks, sagging under their own weight. There is a low fog that seems to cling to this crooked streets that they have, obscuring the half-forgotten roads. And there's this distinct smell, sour tang. You can't quite place where it comes from or what it is, but it's a smell none of you have encountered before in your lives. And as you pull up to the docks, Yerin will look at you all. All right, I'll get the ship docked up. Y'all do your best to bring my girl back, okay?
Yes, of course. Thank you for getting us over here so that we can do this. We will.
Go on.
We will get her back for you.
Thank you. Make sure you check out the Crooked Lantern.
Good lantern, yes.
It is
Oddbar,
a... Oh, sorry. Just
Yep.
short. Go on.
Oddbar, keep track, take note of Crooked Lantern.
Yes. It's a run-down-looking tavern / gambling hall that's barely standing, but the owner and most of them, they all know me personally, and if you say you're trying to help me find my daughter, they'll be very likely to not swindle you and give you honest answers.
Much appreciated.
Easy and you.
I saw
Huh?
gambling.
Yes, Fran?
Can I ask you just for one minor thing? Do you have maybe something I can use as a cloak or some fabric I can wrap around my head? I don't want no one seeing nothing but the reds in my eyes walking through this place. Or am I completely cured? I am
Oh,
completely cured.
you're
right?
cured. Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
You feel weak because you spent the night tossing and turning, but like you'll be fine in the morning.
I don't have the bumps or anything.
No,
I got
no,
rid of
no.
all that.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, he was treating that as you were sleeping. Your body naturally fought off the disease.
Okay, I'm so confused about this whole thing. Sorry.
It could have gone very poorly and been a more
And
permanent thing.
if I rolled like shit, it could have been quite bad.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yep. No, you're fine. I healed you. It's just it's kind of like the day after being sick, where you're still a little, not 100%. It's gone, right? But then and then tomorrow morning you'll be like, woohoo, let's go.
Yeah.
There's also an old shrine here called Grave Warden Shrine.
What?
It's cracked with a crumbling nature. It used to be a shrine to now dead gods, and it's maintained by an old blind priest, Father Nell. He may have some words of wisdom for your survivalist here to be able to go out there. He used to head the majority of the expeditions into Nightland in his younger years. What were you about to say, Fran?
Nothing. I was going to ask a question, but you already answered it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Best of luck, all of you.
Captain, is the other ferry here in port, or have they already gone past? I assume you would recognize it, so...
Yeah, it's right over there. And she just points it out lazily.
Maybe we should start with them, since they're the ones that brought them over here.
Yes, of course. We can ask them some questions. Good idea.
So, has it been Did it take us a full day then to get here because of the layover overnight?
Because of the layover overnight, it took you a full day to get here, yeah.
Okay.
The captain over there you want to speak to is Captain Harles. He thinks I'm a bit frantic and needlessly concerned, but he's also a prick, so there's that.
Would he have knowingly taken your daughter across the river?
He's a prick, but he's not an asshole.
So that's a no.
I don't think he would. No.
Let's
He's the
find
type of person that would definitely, tell on your loved ones if he saw you smoozing or being a bit loose-legged or loose-lipped towards people you shouldn't be, but he's not the person to go out of his way and try to get you to be with that person. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Good. Glad somebody does.
Thank you, Captain.
Thank you all. Yeah. And you guys go on over there. We got 10 minutes, guys. So, you venture onto the ship where you see there's a couple of crewmen currently gathering up some more supplies, getting ready to ship themselves over, and there's a cot that is slung on the top of the ship that has this very lazy-looking, well-dressed sailor lying in it with his legs crossed, currently reading a book, just swaying in the morning hour. He looks over at all of you. Are you interested in sailing back across the waters?
Maybe later, but currently we're more interested in those who have already ferried over the waters.
I'm not much in the business about talking about my clients.
I'm sure you're not. But we represent the authorities of Palanthas. Our leader over there is one of the lords of Palanthas. We are tracking a criminal who we believe has abducted 2 young women and has taken them across the river. We had tracked him up until the point that he had entered your town yesterday, and then we were told he crossed over to the ferry. We would like to find this criminal. We would like to bring him to justice. So I would like to know where he went.
Your lordship, may I see your signet?
Of course, and I'm sure you would not harbor a criminal that was taking young women.
All right, roll me a... You show him the signet, he sees it, it's real. Because it is.
Unknowingly give passage to a runaway of someone you don't like.
Nesian intimidation with advantage. You're definitely being helped with Ebenezer. Oh, were you still have to say something, Ebenezer?
No. We're good.
That's my worst one, but hey. Oh, 11.
You can re-roll that if you want.
Oh yeah, I do have. Yeah, we'll re-roll it. I could, but it's still not my best one. But I have to try. That's still better. 16.
That's
16,
better.
Much better. Okay.
That feels more like an easy.
He gives a visible gulp and leans over the side of the hammock to put it in a sitting position as he closes the book and ooh, are any of you proficient in any of the nerd subjects? Religion, history,
Arcana, history, investigation. I'm proficient in all of them. I have expertise in Arcana, but I also have history, insight, and investigation.
Okay, so
Everything but nature and religion.
Nesian. He folded the corner of the page to mark it.
I'm gonna lean to Ebenezer. This man is a monster.
His nerd finally showing. What can I help you with? And you said you wanted to speak about my most recent client. I assume you're talking about the man who came in out of town, as you just said. He looks around. I don't know anything about him. He came into town. He asked a couple of questions about people, and then he delivered a parcel. Well, he had a parcel delivered to him. And then when I started asking questions, he just dropped gold in my hand and said, "We're sailing." I didn't get a name from it. I'm not usually in the business of asking people for their names. You know, better not know than to know most of the time.
Who delivered the parcel? Was it just a delivery person, or were they shady?
It was a carrier from Kalaham. Not Kalaham. It was a carrier from Kalaham. I don't know what was in the parcel, but it seemed fairly big, like a little bit larger than a casket. And he paid my fees without even batting an eye, and I even did the typical thing of, hey, gotta make a living out here. When someone asks you how much to sail across, you usually tell them 10 gold, and just to see where they stand. And he pulled out a single platinum and went about onto my ship.
And he had people with him.
A younger lady. Couldn't have been more than 23, 24.
And
Just
only
one.
the young lady.
Well, when he first arrived, there was a gentleman with him as well, but the gentleman never spoke, never did anything, and just nodded back and forth with him. He stayed back in the town.
He's still in the town.
A brutish man, large. His complexion was a bit off, more vibrant, I would say. Like, you know how you're more of a creamy complexion. It's more of a peachier one.
He stayed here in this town, or he stayed in...
Oh, previous one before we
Okay.
left. Yes.
Oh, he stayed on the other side of the river. Damn.
Yes. I tried asking him if he needed any assistance with knowing anybody around here, but he seemed very certain that he would know someone in this town.
Did he happen to mention at all where he was, if he was going to be staying the night here, or checking into the inn, or moving on?
There was one mention. He was discussing privately in his quarters. One of my crewmen told me when he overheard that he needed to pick something up from a blacksmith. Hegwin Sill?
Much appreciated.
He runs the Sunken Anvil, in case that helps at all. But wish I could be more helpful for you. I think that's everything I know.
I'm going to ask one more question.
Of course.
And I want you to seriously consider your answer before you give it to me.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to Sylvie?
He looks at you guys. My best guess is she became wayward and ran off somewhere. Why?
You never saw her aboard your ship.
Never.
No one matching her stature boarded with the same time that he did.
No, just the parcel. It was he, the young lady, and the parcel. That was it.
And you said this parcel was the size of a what word did you use again? I'm sorry.
Casket, relatively.
Casket, yes.
It's a
yes, yes.
frequent thing we ship back and forth. Many people die out here.
Yes. I look at Nesian.
I swear to you, if a young maiden was being taken by force, there was no amount of gold a man could offer me that I would ever let that stand. Not one of
Thank
my
you.
people.
Thank you, Captain. You have a safe journey back across the river.
You as well, and you, my lord. And guys, I think this is a good stopping point because this is where Fran has to leave.
Yeah.
GG's, everybody. Yay!
Yay!
We'll see you in 2 weeks. No session next week, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.